The room code is TMLQ.
Person to log in. You'll start the game when everyone's ready, okay? Care for nuts and baked goods. Take a seat. Don't sit on Kevin, he works here. Shame you weren't here yesterday. We had a nacho bar.
Your room code is TMLQ.
Please don't steal our pens. They've been through enough. Maxed out at 8 players. Really looking forward to cardigan weather.
Welcome, potential hires. We're thrilled you applied for this exciting employment opportunity. If you haven't guessed, I'm the boss around here, but I like to think of myself more as a buddy. A boss buddy. My first rule of management? I only hire my dearest, closest friends. So let's get to know each other. I'm gonna send some icebreaker questions to your device. Answer them any way you want. There are no rules. Except this one rule. You gotta use at least 5 words, okay? Everyone knows the more you talk, the smarter you are. It's my first rule of management. Okay, I'll just file these. Now that we're all friends, I'm sending my first incisive interview questions to your device. But instead of typing your responses, you'll be using words from your... Okay then, let's dive in. Oh, I can't wait to see these. Where are you spiritually/emotionally in life? I know one of these is better than the other, but as a test, why don't you guys choose? Go ahead and vote already. Nice. Using words from 3 separate people earns you an extra bonus. What do you look for in a mentor? What is your greatest strength? Why did you leave your former occupation? A good manager knows that people are more than just numbers. Still, the numbers are the main thing, so let's see them. The biggest number's the best, if you ask me. Anyway, let's try a couple more icebreakers. Okay, you know the drill. You can answer however you want, but don't be stingy with the words. Stevens, keep an eye on that washing machine in accounting. I suspect him of money laundering. Get it, Stevens? Hello? This counts as your orientation, by the way. Round 2 of questioning. This time, I want to know how you would handle some tough workplace scenarios. Remember, you can use any word you see on your device in your answer. Try grabbing a word from the question itself. Hey, don't let me slow you down. All right, business time. A reporter stops you on your way to work and says the company is under investigation for fraud. How do you react? Vote on your devices now. This round, every vote earns you even more points. Trent is wearing the shortest shorts for Casual Friday. How do you tactfully confront him? Your manager has been replaced with an alien who's a surprisingly good boss. How do you respond? You're in charge of designing the uniforms for the company softball game. What's going on that jersey? That was a truly brilliant display. Let's see who's my current favorite. Boy, if I were you, I'd be real nervous now. How about one more icebreaker to keep things light? Don't overthink it. Just put down whatever enters your mind. Unless you're thinking about Oshkosh, Wisconsin. That place is dead to me. We don't recycle all this paper. Just the words. Okay, it's the final round, and it appears we're missing something. Your resumes. Probably my fault. I can't stop making confetti. But you know what? I don't need resumes. Just finish the personal statement that's already started. Oh, you know the drill. Then let's go. Don't let me down. Choose your favorite now. In the final round, impressing your peers nets you an even bigger bonus. Interview complete. You all did great, but one of you did greater-est. The job goes to... Congratulations! You're our new lead commodities wrangler and trainer. Welcome to the team! Oh, and Andy, you're fired.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What a concoction!
Your vote is appreciated.
You're all underdressed.
On guard.
Not long ago, on a night full of mischief and misdeeds, there was a gathering of the world's most brilliant detectives, who, if you can believe it, were also the world's most cunning murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective came prepared with 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But take heed, as a murderer you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now. By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu. I promise not to take it personally.
you were.
What a lovely exquisite meal.
Not long ago, on a night filled with guile and malevolence, there was a gathering of the world's most famous detectives, who by chance were also the world's most duplicitous murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective had a stash of 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But be cautious. As a murderer, you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now. By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu. I promise not to take it personally.
see to it.
Indeed.
Each detective had brought a loyal accomplice disguised as a party guest. Use your device to give your guest a name. Any ridiculous alias will do, but don't leave any clues to your own identity.
That's done.
Yes, that will do nicely. And just in time for the party.
Everyone, your attention please. Please welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest detectives.
He wouldn't be so thrilled if he knew you like I do.
I'm your host, Lord Tipiot, and I must say, your reputations precede you. Oh, you brought gifts. You can set them down anywhere.
Looks like one of your drawings is out in the open just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening, and no detective draws the same weapon twice.
Oh, and allow me to welcome your esteemed guests. Wonderful. Now, let's just... What in blazes? I can't see a thing. Fortunately, my sense of smell remains perfect. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Time to make your move. Choose a guest to murder on your device. Then guess which detective brought them to the ball. Use your knowledge of what your fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful, but your weapon will be left behind as evidence. And get on with it before the lights come back.
Finally found the fuse, but dear Lord! 4 of our guests have been murdered.
I'm giving each of you secret points for every successful murder. And the longer you get away with it, the more you can earn.
Well, it's a good thing no murder can stump the world's greatest detectives. To the investigation board. Aha! We found the murder weapons. Let's start with just 2 of these despicable doodads. If we look carefully, we can tell how many vicious attempts were made on each guest's life.
And if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is peculiar. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
Imagine that.
Unfortunately, we really only have time to solve one of these cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Examine the evidence and talk through your theories. Choose the case you have the best chance of solving.
Fascinating. On with it.
Oh. Ow.
Well then.
Exactly the case I would have chosen. You there. Since you brought this guest, I'm letting you borrow my lucky magnifying glass. Use your device to move it over the evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry and vote for who murdered this guest. Don't forget you can use the magnifying glass to highlight what you found for your fellow detectives.
What's this?
Interesting.
Oh, yes.
It's relevant.
Let's continue.
At once.
You're accusing one of your colleagues? Fess up, detective. Are you innocent or guilty of this crime?
Preposterous.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Still, if any of you did vote for the actual guilty party, I'll see to it you're rewarded with points at the end of the night.
And as for our escaped murderer, keep lying low and there will be even more points in your future.
There's one last pair of murders to investigate. Not to step on your toes, but may I suggest actually solving the mystery this time? What a tragedy.
Oh, it's not all bad.
All right, you know what to do.
And if you're a murderer, deflect suspicion onto the other case. Your life depends on it, or at least your sterling reputation.
My word. We're waiting.
Interesting. Come on.
Aha. Yoo-hoo.
Perhaps.
Make haste.
Since you brought this guest, you get control of the magnifying glass. And the rest of you, feel free to yell at them if they miss something. Now all we have to do is actually solve the case.
Well, we can eliminate one suspect. Their drawing for this weapon is right in front of us.
Come on. Now.
If the room is voting to condemn you, now's your luck.
A hung jury? We can't convict anyone without a majority vote. Get it together and vote next time. My party depends on it. As for the murders we didn't get to, I promise we'll get to it later. Now, someone get the... Dash it all!
It looks like we're running low on weapons. And guests, draw 2 more weapons using the prompts on your device. You'll be hiding the same letter, but it may look a bit different than before.
Oh!
Fine.
As you were.
You'll also need to name another accomplice. Remember, an accomplice that no one tries to murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name with style.
Yes! See to it.
Nicely done.
Watch this. Why, we have some new arrivals. Please join me in welcoming our new guests. And I was worried I'd have to eat all this pâté myself. Damn it!
Select another guest and try to deduce who brought them. If you're right, the dark deed will be done.
Don't lose your heads. Unless they're already gone, then my apologies. Anyone who gets luck. I'll just emotionally prepare myself for good news and secret of the news. Mercy me! Even more murders. They your beloved friends. That was my beloved chaise lounge. We're all grieving. These weapons are deadlier than my legendary wit.
What's this?
Yes, yes.
There. Come now.
At once.
Oh.
Who among you has a guilty conscience? All right, fine, none of you, but who did this murder?
Aha.
Aha. Now.
Don't be afraid to collaborate with your fellow detectives. There's no I in investigation.
Yes. Oh.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Cool.
To be fair, you are covered in blood. Must be someone else's. There's one pair of murders left to investigate. You pick and I'll stand back here supportively.
Oh, yes. Come now.
I see. Let's continue.
Hello.
What's this?
I don't want to point any fingers, so I'll leave that to you.
My word. Come now.
Boo. Yoo-hoo.
Fascinating. On with it.
Let's extrapolate. Come on.
Let's have it.
Revisit your data.
What a faux pas! Worse than the time I used a fish spoon instead of a scallop fork. Thank goodness that's over with. This manor is for people with manners. Now on to the... Oh, codfish!
Hurry, you don't want to leave the party without a kill.
If you have been murdered, try not to collapse on the sand. Frankly, this is one of my better get-togethers if I'm... Oscar winner Viola Davis!
I dropped my glass.
This is losing its novelty. I see a letter. No, wait. I was reading the dinner menu.
Well then.
Interesting.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
continue.
Interesting.
Oh. Yoo-hoo.
Make haste.
I don't know much about detecting, but I think the murderer did it. By the way, you can use the hurry up button to speed up the timer if your fellow detectives are dragging their feet.
What's this?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Oh. Come on. Now.
A hung jury? And I thought no crime could stump the world's greatest detectives. If we're going to catch the murderer, we'll need a majority vote. Now why don't we get... Midnight? We've still got a ton of unsolved murders, and I am not going back to prison. Look, just take a guess at all of the remaining cases. I'll give you points if you're right, even if the group votes the other way.
And I'll give murderers extra points for every detective they fool into voting for someone else.
Time is running out. Please, hurry.
There.
Disgusting. I love it.
Aha! At once! Come on!
Fascinating. Let's continue.
Yes, fine, keep going.
Ooh.
Perhaps. On with it.
That one was gruesome.
What's this?
My word. We're waiting.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Quite clever.
I see.
Let's extrapolate. What's this?
What a head scratcher. Moving on.
Oh, come on!
Interesting.
Well then, we're waiting.
Oh,
Ooh.
facts are facts.
Didn't see that coming. Next.
Perhaps.
Oh, yes.
Let's
Come now.
extrapolate. Come on.
I have to do it. Wonderful execution.
What's this?
Well then, yes,
Aha.
yes.
Now. Oh. Oh, I love to kill.
I'm impressed.
My word.
Excellent. Moving on.
Ooh.
Fascinating.
What's
Aha,
this?
yes, yes.
Excellent work, detectives. On average, anyway. As promised, I've been keeping track of who the best detective is. Let's see who gets the prize.
But there's also the matter of who the best murderer is. And what about the most popular accomplices? And our overall winner is...
Congratulations! I hope you're all happy. You stabbed a perfectly nice evening in the face with a nice pick of social rudeness. Good night.